So this is lesson number 5, and we are still at the very beginning stuff. Hopefully you've practiced your chords. I hate that chord. Now, get those down as much as you can, because you can then play 99% of modern music because it is just whole chords. But there are variations to the chords. So the C, if you take your little finger while you're holding that C and you put your little finger down on the 3rd fret of the G string, that's now a C7th. C7th is used quite a bit. A lot of 7ths are used in different styles, sometimes 6ths, which I think is that. 7ths are used in blues a lot. That kind of thing. So there's a weird C6, I think. Anyway, or F6, sorry. So if you've learned if you've learned those chords, now we can start looking at moving chords and how this works. This may be a little early in the process to introduce you to what's called the caged system, but this is I didn't know about this for 40 years, 35 years playing guitar. And when I learned it, it was just one of those, oh my gosh, where's this been all my life? So here's how the caged system works. How do you spell caged? C-A-G-E-D. So, what if you're playing a C, then the next place, let's see, would that work? C, and then the next C is in the shape of an A, but it's up here on the 3rd fret, actually on the 5th fret, okay? And then the next one would be, let's see. Is that right? Here we go. C-A-G-E, E shape. You don't really see people play G shapes up the neck. It's just too hard to make. That's a C up here, one on the 5th fret. But this one, now that's an E, and then the next one after that I think is that one, okay? So I'm showing you this, not that I'm expecting you to really remember it, but it's kind of a cool thing to know. Like and a best example of that really is the E. Here's an E. F, G, A, B, C. Alright, so that's an E shape. So what's the next one in caged? It would be a D, right? That's an E also. And then we start again with a C shape, which I think might be this. Yeah. And then an A shape, which is, and that's again, that's another E. So that's the cage system. Probably spent more time on it than I should have, but you get the idea. We can go into it in more detail on another occasion. Let's review some of the basics here. G chord, C chord, bounce between them. And then, what did we have? We had E, and then A, and then D, then F. And now we've got all the and then of course the B chord. So we've got all the chords there. And I don't know if you're interested in once you learn the chords. Let's learn a little bit of finger picking. I want to show you how to do this. I'm going to take off the thumb pick here. Just use my fingers. And what you're doing typically is you're playing with the thumb, like that, in the bass. And you're using the side of the thumb, this fleshy part. And if you do this quite a bit, you'll find that you'll develop a callus along here. So and then you're using your fingers, or in my case, my fingernails. I keep a couple of relatively long nails, you know, not for any other reason really than just the just playing guitar. But I understand if you're in a professional situation, you may not want to let your nails grow because it would look a little odd. But here's what, this is what's called alternating picking. And what you're doing is you're using that flesh of the thumb off this side, and you're playing one string, then the string below it, then this string, then the string below it, then this string, then the string below it. I'm playing C right now. And what you want to do is practice this. Practice this while you're watching TV. Practice this just to annoy your spouse. Practice this for any reason whatsoever, but just practice it until you don't think about it. Let's go to a G. And now with a G, with the C you're here, these two strings, you're on the A and the D string. With playing a G, you're playing the E and the D string, and what you're really doing is you're playing between a G and a D, and down here is also a G. Back to a C, back to a G, and you just want to do that until you are not thinking about it. Then, if you feel kind of adventurous, you get those down, and you wander into the dangerous land of the F. And here you're on the E string, and you're actually playing an F. And then you're on the D string, and you're also playing an F. What do you know? Two Fs. Back to a C. Just stick with the bass. I'll show you how to play the finger stuff later. Back to a G. And then again, if you're adventurous, that's an E. And then make an A. And the A is going to be the A string and the D string. The E is going to be the E string and the D just like that. That's a D. And I've seen people play D like that, or on the A and the D, or the D and the G, which the D and the G is D and an A, but if you play it on the A string and the D string, it's still a D and an A. Just two different octaves. Okay. So that alternating bass is today's breakthrough. Okay, practice that. And then try to switch back to it. And we'll get to the finger stuff next time.